Hi, my name is Susie Lloyd and I'm a dentist at Bupa Dental Care in Durham. And obviously you can't come into the practices at the moment, but we are still very much open to your telephone calls, and we're very aware that you're at home and the parents amongst you may be wondering how to best look after your children's teeth during this time. The best thing that you can do is to really think about their diet. Try and limit the frequency of sugar that you're giving your child, and in particular think about what they're drinking. The only drink that's really safe for your children's teeth, especially in between meals, is water. So try and encourage them to drink as much water as possible in between meals. Once you've brushed your children's teeth at night, try and feed them nothing but water. I would also recommend that you brush your children's teeth twice a day. It doesn't matter what you're using, be it a manual toothbrush, a battery-powered electric type toothbrush, or a rechargeable electric toothbrush. As long as you're using it well, that'll be absolutely fine. I'm now going to demonstrate how to brush a child's teeth. So this is my daughter Beatrice. She has very kindly agreed to let me show you and demonstrate exactly how to brush a child's teeth today. So the most important thing when you're brushing your children's teeth is that you try and get good access. You want to be able to see what you're doing, so you can see if you're doing a good job of actually getting the plaque off their teeth. So one of the really good ways of doing it is to get your child to lie down. Can you lie down for me, darling? That's it. Lie down on your lap, looking up towards you so you can see their teeth. The brush that we're going to use today is BB's frozen brush, and what we always try to do is start brushing at the same point every time. So can you open really wide for me like a lion? That's great. So pop the brush in, turn it on, and we're starting up at the upper left, and we're making sure that we've got the brush right up to where the teeth meet the gums. And now we're going to transition and move to the inside surfaces. We're going to let the brush do the work for us, gently moving the brush all the way around the surface of the child's teeth. And now going all the way back around on the biting surfaces. So we've done upstairs, and now we're going to do downstairs. And we're going to move along, doing exactly the same thing, and then again not forgetting those biting surfaces on the inside. So at this point we're just going to make sure that we've really got all the outside surfaces really super duper clean. That's it, biting together, well done. Other sort of techniques that you can use if you're finding this a little difficult, if you've got you just stay here darling, much smaller child, one way of really getting some good access and making sure that you can see what you're doing is getting your child, can you put your hands on your belly for me? Hands on your belly, that's great, and with one hand you can place your hand on top of theirs, and you can grip either side of their ears just really gently with your thighs, and then you've got one hand free to move the brush around the mouth. Other ways that you can do it, you sit up on my lap for me, darling. Sit on the lap here, and then you can, again, cradle the hands, and you can get your child to lean back slightly, and you still got really good access to see what you're doing. But I find the easiest way is to have them leaning back on you. The next stage is then to try and get your child to learn how to brush their teeth themselves. But at least this way, you know that it's being done really well. So perhaps a combination of brushing like this to make sure that everything is getting really nice and clean before giving the brush to the child to clean themselves is quite a good combination. Thank you. So that's showing you how to use an electric toothbrush. If you're using a manual type toothbrush, then the technique's obviously slightly different because you don't have that rotating motion helping you out. So when you put the brush on the teeth, make sure you're going in nice small circles, angling the brush up slightly so it's really getting into that area where the teeth meet the gums. Now with a child, the mouth's slightly smaller, so you can afford to do quite large circles to get all the way around the mouth, and you may find it easier to get your child to bite together. As I've shown on the video for electric toothbrushing, it's also really important to get to the inside surfaces as well. So just follow exactly the same process as I showed you with the electric toothbrush, just making sure that you keep going with your nice light circles. When it comes to fluoride toothpaste and what is best, if your child is under 3, then you're probably best to use a child's type toothpaste for age appropriate to your child. Normally that would be 1,000 parts per million fluoride. Once your child is over 3, then you're safe to use a higher amount of fluoride, so 1,350 parts per million or even 1,450 parts per million. Once your child has any of their permanent teeth, then you should be using a full-strength toothpaste, i.e. 1,450 parts per million, and you can use any of the full range of adult toothpastes. Hopefully that's given you a little bit more information about the kinds of things that you can be doing whilst we're all in lockdown. Good luck.